All right, my friends, how are you today? Happy Thursday, the 17th of October 2019. We've got the moon in Gemini, all right? We've got the sun still in Libra, getting closer. It's 23 degrees. Now we have Mars in the early degrees of Libra, creating a beautiful trine over to the moon, okay? Mars is still making, let me show you the chart here. Mars is still making that aspect up to Jupiter. Oop. Here we go. So Mars is still making the aspect up to Jupiter. Now Mars is also still opposed to Chiron. Mars is also starting to square Saturn, okay? And of course Saturn is opposing the south, or opposing the north node, conjunct the south node, creating this sextile over here to Neptune, right? We're making everything, we're confirming, we're restructuring our whole lives. But let's get back here to Mars, our planet of acceleration. Right, we're moving forward, and there's a lot of information coming to us today. It's a sociable day, okay? It's an extremely sociable day when we have, the moon in any of the air signs, okay? That's Gemini, or Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? So it's about information. These signs are about information and intellect, all right? So in Gemini here, again, we get all the information, okay? Both sides of the fence, we get the left, the right, the wrong, the red, the blue, the up, the down, kind of all the information. And as you see, we have a sesqui square here. That right there. So this right here is a sesqui square as well. Okay, which is the sun, or the moon sesqui square to the sun. The sun squaring Pluto. Okay, then the moon trine to Mars, Mars squaring Saturn. All right, then Saturn sesqui square over to the moon. Now these sesqui squares, this is about balance, this is about tension, okay? Balance and tension. So when we're coming to Mars, all right, Mars is in dealing with other people. We're doing a lot of stuff going on with others right now. And there can be a lot of information that comes up that's, this way or that way. It can be, which one is it? And then Saturn up there, that sesqui square to Saturn is just like, okay, this information, whatever we're talking about, whatever we're being about, it can be this, that, or the other, but is this going to help us in the long run, what we're talking about, what we're communicating about, what we're gossiping about? What we're gossiping about, is this good for us in our public image? What are we putting out there on social media? What are we saying, about this person or about that person? Or can we, come together, because Mercury's up there in Scorpio, so it should be about deep communication, not that surface level. We shouldn't be gossiping about each other. So hopefully that's not what's going on, but it's about information in general, not just about what's coming out of our mouths, but what's coming into our skulls. So when all this information is coming in, it's good to discern on what information to cling to, what information to hold on to. Jaya, thank you, my Reiki master. I love you so much. She posted this beautiful picture today, or quotes or whatnot, but it was about small fights and about a successful woman that once this woman, somebody asked her, well, how did you become successful and what were your steps? And she says, when I stopped fighting small, these little things that we get hung up on, can be against social media, and this one person says this, and then the comments, and it's like, oh my god, all the comments, but these small fights, it's like pick our battles. It's such a fantastic analogy, just picking our battles, and what do we choose to talk about? What are we choosing to put forth energy in today? Because it's like, feeding the wolves. In Gemini twins, we've got the good wolf and the bad wolf. Which one are we feeding? Saturn wants to make sure that we're being strong and disciplined. Again, discerning the difference between good, bad, right, and wrong for our own balance, okay? Everything is, the moon, the sun and Mars in Libra. This is about balance. Our hearts want to weigh lighter than a feather. Okay, when judgment is passed upon us, or when we're dying, Now the other thing that we can talk about is still, now let me come back here for a second. This business that we've been talking about now for a couple of days here, that's going to happen till the 23rd, right? This grand kite formation. Now, these two, Venus and Mercury, and the sextile here, and the trine here, this whole thing, this is emotional strength, Okay, we have the strength to continue to go deeper. Okay, we're our own little Jacques Cousteau's. Or if you watch South Park, we're our own James Cameron. We're going down to the depths of the ocean to find the bar and raise it up. Because James Cameron does what James Cameron does, because James Cameron is James Cameron. All right, little joke for you. So now, so we're going really down deep, okay, into the depths of our own souls and the depths of ourselves. And here's the shadow side of things. Okay, the shadow side of Scorpio is Taurus, our old stubborn self. Okay, our stubborn self can say, yeah, I want to change, but I don't want to let go of this. I want change, but I'm going to keep this hidden. If nobody finds out about this little secret right here, then I'll be fine. Then I can, and it's just like, no, we have to do this deep work. We have to do the hard work, the work that's going to make us uncomfortable. It's the only way to finish this is by doing what's uncomfortable. And again, Kundalini teacher Valerie, thank you, over at Karma Yoga. Go visit her. She's absolutely amazing. And she talks astrology all the time too. So go visit Valerie at Karma. And just today, she's like, when we're doing these exercises, when your brain says, I want to give up, she's like, push yourself for an extra 30 seconds, And it's just like, God, those words, we need those words. And I can tell you there's times in my practice, I was like, oh my God, I'm done. My arms, my legs, I'm done. And then I heard those words resonate, and it's just like, no, I have more. There's more to give, So it's like, there's more to go. We can go deeper. We can work our way through this. If we're battling addiction, if we're battling these old thought processes, or battling, holding on to these old things, or again, trying to keep that one little thing hidden, that one little thing out of sight, shine that light on there, illuminate it, let the knowledge and let the information that's coming in illuminate it. And then we can let that go. We can give it up. It's dead old weight that we're cutting off. It's like when the tree is going to blossom, the old branches that are from the winter time that kind of died, we got to get rid of those because they're going to suck the nutrients out of the leaves that need to grow. So we got to cut that dead stuff off of us right now during this fall season, so we can really, we're pruning. Okay, we're pruning so we can really flourish when we start all of these new things coming up. Okay, and again, this is all about our balance, and at the end of the day, to discern this information that's coming in, so that our hearts weigh light as a feather, because it's all about the balance right now. Mars and our sun. Okay, this is a lot of strength right now, still in the sign of Libra, still about balance, still wanting to make everything equal and even, and considering the other. We're constantly considering the other, and we have the information, these next couple of days to consider the other. That's the beautiful side of the Gemini thing. Like, what I've been talking about, like, there might be, information out there that's just not what we've been stuck and clung to, and that that other information becomes illuminating, and then holy smokes, we can see a different side of the story that we didn't once see. Comes full circle. Light switch comes on. So, all right, happy Thursday to you. We'll see you tomorrow.